What's going on, guys? KingKlaun here today. This is going to be part 4 of my top 5 classes in Black Ops 3. This part is going to cover the best rushing class and how to effectively use it and rack up them kills. This is great for players who don't like waiting around for the enemy but don't necessarily want to feed them. Without further ado, let's get into it. Being able to rush the enemy spawn is great because not only does it allow you to catch your enemy off guard, but it will get you more easy kills and less deaths. Now, to become a successful rusher, we have to take guns that suit this playstyle, so we need something with a quick time to kill and a fast reload and handling. To this build, we'll be using one of my favourites, the Vesper submachine gun. This gun is the best SMG in Black Ops 3 because it kills fast and outguns all other close weapons, except the Argus laser beam, of course. This gun is perfect for close range engagements, but preferably you don't want to get in those mid-range engagements because you'll find that once you kill one enemy, you run out of ammo fairly quick due to the bullet drop-off, and you'll find yourself reloading a lot more. So I stick to the close range gunfights and only challenge a mid-range if I have to, or if I'm feeling confident. And a long range should be avoided because you'll get bested by assault rifles and other long range weapons. Now, for our attachments for this gun, we'll need something that helps us keep our shots on target and aim at the opponent quickly. For this, we'll be using quick draw. This is great on SMGs because you'll be in an enemy spawn and you'll be running into multiple enemies that may be holding down the line of sight. So to avoid getting turned on once you kill one enemy and get turned on by his teammate, this quick draw allows you to lock on to each enemy fast and in turn gives you a higher chance of winning that gunfight. Because the Vesper shoots through ammo fairly fast, pretty much in an instant, we'll need something that allows us to have a larger ammo capacity, so we're not constantly reloading after every kill. For this, we'll be using the extended magazine. Now this raises our ammo capacity from 30 to 42, which comes in handy when mowing down multiple hostiles. To the Vesper, having a high rate of fire, the recoil on this gun is fairly high, so if you have it unlocked, you definitely want to whack the grip on this gun. Now let's make sure that we can stay on target at those close ranges, because if the enemy does hit you while you don't have grip, it's almost impossible to hit them because they hit you, you kick so high and the muzzle flash gets in the way. But you may be able to hit them, you personally, but most of the time I recommend grip on this gun. Now if you feel like you can challenge a gunfight at mid ranges, then make sure you are burst firing. So after every 6 shots, let go of your trigger momentarily, re-aim and then shoot. Well, you can stay aimed on sight, but most of the time the enemy will move, so it's better to re-aim. That's all for the attachment we'll be using. Now we'll go into the best perks to use to help us rush effectively without the enemy catching us too often. Now, for our first perk, we'll be using the obvious perk for effective rushing. And that will be, you guessed it, Ghost. Now, Ghost allows you to keep hidden from the enemy UAV while you're moving. So, because this class will be running and gunning mostly, we want something that will keep us off the enemy radar. Next, for our second perk, we'll be using my favourite perk, Fast Hands. Now I use this on most of my classes, but this perk is great, especially for SMGs, because you'll be playing more aggressive, which means you run into more unexpected gunfights. This will help you pull up your gun much faster, and in turn, more chances of winning that gunfight. Last perk, we'll need something that allows us to remain undetected while using the new movements in Black Ops 3, and something that keeps us healthy while we're pushing the spawns. Now in order to get around our map quickly while using wall running and other various new mechanics such as double jumping, Blast Suppressor is a must. Now this basically makes it to where the enemy cannot see us on the radar when we're jumping around, much like Blast Suppressor in Advanced Warfare, but also sound is reduced drastically. Well, not drastically, but if they haven't got a headset, they're unlikely to hear you. Off the radar is a huge thing that keeps us alive and is very important because you don't ever want to be on enemy radar. I know that sounds a bit redundant, but it's an important thing. Now, for the next perk, we'll be using Tactical Mask. This is a must on this class because we're not using a suppressor. So if we kill an enemy in their spawn and the teammates are near, they may throw a spawn just to spot check, and if it hits us, we're pretty much sitting ducks. Because flashes, as I said before, last so long in this game and it's really annoying when you get flashed. So put on Tactical Mask reduces that. So if we kill an enemy and their opponent throws a stun in, we can get out of there, rotate different position and come back and kill that same guy. The best way to achieve this, you want to be getting into enemy spawn as soon as you spawn in. You want to be playing aggressive until you get into a high traffic area where the enemy knows you are killing their teammates. When you start a game, you want to just sprint all the way to their spawn. And as a rule of thumb, you should try and think how long it takes you to actually get there, and if enemies come and challenge you. So if it takes you like, let's say 6 seconds to get to their spawn and no one challenges you, then you know that's all you have. If it takes you 6 seconds to get there and you get challenged by 2 guys, then you know maybe it's not wise to push as far, or try and push halfway there, wait for them to come and take them out. Now here is where being unpredictable comes into play, because instead of camping in one corner aiming at a doorway you think the enemy might be in, you should move to a different spot once you get 1 kill to catch the enemy off guard, who will be coming for the revenge kill. Trust me, they always come for the revenge kill. But after 2 kills, it's best to move to a different location completely, unless your teammates are coming to where you are to like back you up. Then you can rotate back your teammates and use them as bait, so you can kill the enemy that kills them. With this rushing class, you should be making sure that you only push the flank that have long lines of sight if you have teammate support, or if the enemies are not looking that way. You can even check this by a glimpse at your minimap, or briefly peek in the line of sight to make sure it's all clear. Because rushing is high risk high reward, if you can get to the enemy flank without being seen, you'll rack up them kills. Remember, which is to say, do not forget, you should not sprint around corners. This is a mistake a lot of aggressive players make. Even though you're rushing, be aware to move around corners more methodic. Something to avoid with this class, just like my Stay Alive longer class, is the middle of the map and long lines of sight, as you'll be getting outgunned by all those longer range weapons. So you should be sticking to the outskirts of the map, unless you have score streaks set up to target the enemies that are waiting in those areas, so like sentry guns, robots, etc. Then avoid the middle of the map entirely. However, once in a blue moon, pushing the middle of the map may pay off, because as you get a high KD and get better as a player, you'll face better opponents due to the skill-based matchmaking in Black Ops 3. So, high level opponents will start to assume that no one will push the middle, so they won't be looking there. And then bam, you'll be flanking down the middle, and you'll flank all of them like, where did he come from? Now to summarize, I think this class will definitely help you become a more effective rusher, and will allow you to have more fun because you'll be in more gunfights and you'll be winning them, if you play right. For this class, I would recommend using the Vision Pulse Specialist, because it allows you to see the enemy through walls for a short duration. But if you're comfortable with other specialists, then use them, and the score streaks are whatever suit you. In the next video of my best classes of Black Ops 3, I'll be covering the best class to get those higher score streaks and how to use it. I hope you've enjoyed part 4 of my top class setups. A like is always appreciated. This has been KingKlaun. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.